We have Jason Ballah, who's VP of DoD programs at Electrosoft. And I have been to your headquarters. It's a few hundred yards away, isn't it? So at least you didn't have to go far. We got the mic up here and knock him dead.
All right, good morning. So my name is Jason Ballah. I am a Vice President of DoD programs at Electrosoft. I've had the privilege of being in the cyber operations and security of operations for the last 30 years in my career as an Air Force Cyber Operations Officer, and now on the government contracting side, developing cyber operations and capabilities. And so what we're going to look at today is really about that people problem we were talking about earlier. As we're trying to solve the skill gaps, that's what we wanted to really focus on a couple of use cases. So while I'm not the AI expert, our Director of AI and Innovation, Scott Wilson, and I work together very closely as I bring the operational aspect to this. The first use case that we're going to take a look at is cyber personnel training and skill enhancement. And the second one is on security operations enhancement. How do we help those analysts do a better job as they're moving through this? Quick background, it was mentioned earlier, the DCWF, that DoD 8140 was signed on in February of 23. It's changing the focus on how it's not just about having the experience or a certificate, it's about having the capabilities to do the job. So we need to focus on changing the way we look at our workforce so that we're bringing the right capabilities with the right, as the technology is changing very quickly. It really has to focus on the knowledge, skill, the ability, and the training for each of those positions. So with that as a backdrop, we are building capabilities with some AI tools and generative AI to provide those personalized and effective training. And we've listed 3 different areas that we see significant advancement in here. That personalized learning path for each individual, that generative AI is truly learning the capabilities of the individual and furthering their solutions so that they can move quicker into the capabilities. That development and higher retention is also an important aspect because they feel like they're being successful more quickly. Those realistic simulations, generative AI is able to continue to keep up with what's happening in technology as well as in the threat vectors and create those realistic simulations and building those skill sets. It truly is improving incident response for our personnel. The optimized knowledge base, it's an ongoing thing that we've always struggled with in cyber operations. And so using generative AI is really helping us to organize, standardize, and keep that knowledge base up to speed so that it is the most up-to-date dynamic environment. This graphic is nothing more than some of the modeling that we're doing to bring the learning and that training capability into some generative AI learning tools that we are now applying internally and with some of our customers to help some of the workforce get up to speed faster. So that's number 1. Number 2 is now enhancing the capabilities of our SOC analysts. The SOC analysts are working with lots of data, lots of dashboards. There are many different AI tools that are already being introduced into the security operations centers. One of the things that we're looking at is actually building that interactive AI solution with the dashboards for the SOC analysts to further enhance those capabilities. What we're finding is that this is truly helping them, the analysts themselves, definitely focus on smarter threat detection and prioritization, which is improving the accuracy of that incident response. Also accelerated incident response. That focus on getting to the problem sooner in a vast amount of data and threat vectors is a critical part of any security operations center. Enhanced analyst productivity. They are able to get more results faster. And that's really that interactive chatbot that is giving you ideas and solutions and incident response according to the playbooks is critical. And then bridging that skill gap is really getting the analysts up to the speed they need to be sooner with that shorter turn time in that capability. This is an eye chart. I know you won't be able to see much of it, but this is kind of a mocked up model of a dashboard in a security operations center that is bringing all the different datas and dashboards. But at the top there is that chatbot that the agent is the analyst is interacting directly with the LLM, and that generative AI is then helping to bring that information together in an interactive manner for that analyst so that they can get to that data sooner and the incident response sooner. So it was a speed round. That was a couple of the use cases that we've been looking at and working on. And so thank you very much.
No, thank you. Before we let you go, you're a SOC analyst, where are you going to get your artificial intelligence from? It's from tools that are already commercially available. How do you pull the Lord of the Rings and pull all that together and have like a super AI bot or something?
And good point. Obviously, for security purposes, you're not using external AI chatbots. But there are definitely LLMs that you can import into a secure environment. And then what we're doing then is training those LLMs using our own data in secure environments.
Well, round of applause. Thank you very much.